Hey, Shalom Markins, Rakam Akapash from Jim London, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chach Hadash. I want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the whole Fodex, pushing his truth and all sincerity. Back again with another video. Just got an article here, just a quick one, right? And this is traffic filters will divide city into 6 15-minute neighborhoods, agrees Highways councillor, right? And this is happening here in the UK, obviously. Oxford City, and there's another place in the UK that are doing something similar to this. They're cutting up their little towns or whatever, the smaller cities and that into different portions, and in a bid to reduce emissions, okay, because they're gonna fine or make people pay to move around in their own neighborhoods, man. So that makes people get rid of their cars or whatever, and they're using all these things to control and restrict the people, right? This is like real 1984 shit. Right, George Orwell, right? And basically, according to the WEF, right, you own nothing, right? And then this is all working towards that, where Esau is just controlling your movements, controlling where you can go, how far you can go, yeah, basically that, right? So it says roadblocks stopping most motorists like here from driving through Oxford City Centre will divide the city into 6 15-minute neighbourhoods. County Council Travel Chief has said, right? Roadblocks, right? They're going to establish roadblocks, right? As if traffic wasn't bad enough in these areas and stuff like that. They want to add more problems to make people just get fed up, right? And then bad than having a car at all. That's the idea. They want to take all these things away from us. And he insisted the controversial plan will go ahead whether people liked it or not. So that's why it's an agenda. It's an agenda, but they're not even giving a shit what the people think about it. Like, it ain't about you. Fuck you, right? We're gonna make these decisions and you're gonna obey them. Otherwise you're gonna get fined. And say, most people that's not convenient, man. That just piss everybody off, man. But because Esau uses these excuses about global warming and climate change and all this kind of stuff, they're pushing this agenda, to oppress the people, man. Right? So let me grab this quickly from Revelations 13 and 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Right? These political parties, left and right, whatever, red and blue, whatever, man. They're all obviously, managing these agendas, right? And what they're going forward with, regardless of whether you like it or not, right, is them equivalent to speaking as a dragon, man. Speaking very roughly, severely. Okay, where we get the term draconian from. Meaning, like I say, they don't care. They don't care how you feel about it, right? This is what's gonna happen, and you're gonna have to love it. You own nothing, and we'll be happy, man. You just have to get on with it, man. Because they ain't here trying to listen to you. They got an agenda that they're gonna, that they're rolling out. All right. It ain't about what the people like, right? Because Esau's got to save the world, right? So everyone else got to suffer, right? Look at that asshole. Let's see. So the aim is to reduce traffic in the city centre, by people giving up, essentially not wanting to drive because it's all, it'd be so fucking bullshit driving around. That's how they plan on doing it. They're making your life harder by not owning a vehicle. This is yeah, the aim is to reduce traffic in the city centre and make city living more pleasant. Right? That's the fucking angle they come with, right? Cleaner cities and all that shit. But critics say the plans will negatively affect businesses and the city centre's economy. Yeah, well, fuck that. They doing away with the economy too, you know. But Mr. Enright told Sunday Times it's going to happen definitely. All right, it's going to happen definitely. So that's why, like I said, it's an agenda. Right, 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 17, and this is all prophesied. Right, there's going to come a point when, you know, when this world descends into greater chaos. Right, it says here, a man shall desire to go. 2nd Ezra 15 and 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Right, because they're going to be locked off. Okay, they're already micromanaging these cities now, as you can see. You know, like I said, I'm only aware of 2 thus far. There's probably more, but I'm only aware of 2 thus far that's, you know, setting up that type of thing. But we all know how these roads and, you know, these motorways are all kind of designed around these cities, you know, with the orbitals and the circulars and all this kind of business, you know, the routes in and out. Okay, it makes it, you know, with these junctions, and it makes it easy to control what moves in and out of those areas, man. And this is just like further micromanaging, you know, these other smaller areas, man. Okay, they're gonna do, you know, to control the people, to restrict their movements, man. You know, or restrict what mode of transportation that they're able to you know, access. All right. So that's all part of it, man. Let's see what else it has in here. It says people can drive freely around their neighborhood and can apply for a permit to drive. Okay, which you have to pay for. Right, so they make you pay to drive around in your own place. Right. So you can get okay. So it says apply for a permit to drive through the filters, right, into other neighborhoods. So you have to pay to go into them. Okay, similar to the other place that I did a video on a while back. I can't remember the area though that they were doing it in. But it says for after up to 100 days per year. So you're limited to how many times you can go there. Right? Everything about this NW is about control. You know, what you can and can't do, what you're permitted to do. And you think when the MOTB comes out, they ain't gonna control everything else. You are the final piece of the puzzle, man. Okay, to be hooked up into the internet things, and you're gonna be constantly tracked and monitored. Okay, just like during the pandemic, right? You were told how far you could leave your house to go for exercise. Guess what? If you had if you had the C-hip in you at that point in time, man, they would know exactly how far you went. Right? They would know exactly how far you went from your house, man. And if you breach that, guess what? They can come get you, man. Right? They'll know you've gone against the laws and the rules and the regs, right? And they can do you. Right? That's what it is. It's all control, man. And so we've had various tests over these last few years, man, of what that might be like, you know, but we know it's going to be worse than that. We know, we see China, what they're doing, what they be doing now as well, you know. Things are going to get a lot worse, man. And like I said, when the MOTB comes and these people accept it, man, they don't understand what the fuck they're letting themselves in for, man, you know. But all this is all in preparation of that new system, man. Okay. So the alternative is to drive out onto the ring road and then back into the destination, right? You gotta go around, right? Which I'm assuming is gonna, you know, use more fuel and more pollution, I guess, to go all the way around, you know, wherever you need to go to. But you know, these guys are geniuses, man. Esau's the smartest guy on the planet. But anyway, this is so the maximum of 3 permits a household will be allowed where there are several adults with cars registered to the address, blah, 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 blah. Buses, coaches, taxis, delivery vans, HGVs, blah, 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 motorbikes, okay, yeah, are exempt, and there are exemptions for blue badge holders, which are disabilities, right, and people with care responsibilities. So one of the quotes from one of these guys says, we're being dictated to, right, by councillors who don't live here. So people from, you know, they ain't got nothing to do with the city are making these decisions, man. Just like the WF, they ain't got fuck all to do with the people. They're not elected people or nothing like that, right? But they're gonna tell you what you're going to do. They're fine, they're rich, and you know they can do what the fuck they want to do. But you, what you're gonna do is this, man. You ain't gonna own shit because we're gonna take everything away from you, okay? And we're gonna find some other means for you to do things, but you're not gonna, you know, own any of it. Okay, you're not gonna really have a say. We're just gonna do it, and you're gonna just have to play along. Other people, you know, be elites, they're deciding these things for us, man. They're dictating to us what it is that we're gonna do. We don't really have a say. Okay, because the agenda needs to go ahead, man. Ain't no voting. Democracy's a fucking lie. You know, no matter what it is that's going on, what's certain is that agenda is going to continue. All right. So that's pretty much it from the article, man. But let me get this. It's Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5. It says, "Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heateth unto him all people." Okay, Esau just wants everything from you, man. He wants you to leave you with nothing. Okay? He wants you out there begging for every little thing. He don't want you to own anything. You know? When you're being completely micromanaged with the CHIP, okay, and the, you know, this the system, you know, you're begging, literally hand them foot, bow down to him for everything, man. You ain't gonna have no feel of independency, man. Like you could just get up and go somewhere. I mean, yeah, you know, there's things like, oh yeah, you need a passport for this and a license for that and things like that. You know, there's hoops that you gotta go through to have things here. But once you have them, you know, you feel kind of liberal to go drive somewhere, go anywhere you wanna go. But nah, that's not gonna be like that no more. You know, it's gonna be, you know, what's it called, man? And checking stations, man. You gotta, you know, you can't just move freely no more. Yeah, you're gonna be paying for this, paying for that. You're gonna be hurt because, hey, you're already on a small amount of money, man. You know, and if eventually the money won't even be the thing. You know, you'll just be giving your allowance, and you know what you're allowed to have. Or if he's got a car, you know, you go a certain amount of miles. You know, things like that. You know, oh man, it's gonna be dystopian, man. Yeah, that's the word for it. It's just dystopian. You know, so yeah, he gonna take everything from you, man. Okay, and he'll decide whether or not, depending on the individual, what it is that you can and can't do. All right. It's Psalms 33 verse 8 says, "They are corrupt. They speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily." Right? Because they just make it sound like, oh yeah, well, this is for everybody's good. That's why we're doing it. So, you know, you don't know what's good for yourself. So we're going to decide for you. You know, we need to save the planet. You need to contribute. You know, you need to contribute, even though it's you know, us devils, the elites, fucking up the earth. You need to contribute. You need to, you know, be the ones to sacrifice it all. Because these guys, they're sacrificing shit. You know, they're always gonna eat real meat. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to eating that fucking fake meat, Beyond Meat, all that. They ain't gonna have to do that. They can still get their jet planes everywhere, roll around their Rolls Royce. You know, they can still do all that shit. But you, nah, you gotta pay for this, man. It's your fault. It's your fault, you know, that you buy the cars that we, you know, that we make, you know, and shit like this, or live in the cities that, you know, we're just overpopulating. It's your fault, you know, because you got fucking tons of options, right? Tons of options for work and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this place is getting mad. But anyway, that's all I got anyway, man. I just thought I'd bring that out. Lord willing, says fine, and I'll catch you brothers and sisters on the next video, man. So next time I say shalom.